Welcome everyone to week 5 of the AAF Simulated on EA Sports, and we've got the third game of the week coming up for you right now as the 0-4 Memphis Express look to get their first win of the year on the road against the 2-2 Atlanta Legends. It should be an interesting game between two of these teams that are really looking to turn their season around, because you've got Atlanta on one side who's 2-2, and yes, they're at the 500 mark, but they really want to start getting over that, and they know that they could easily be 3-1 or even 4-0 at this point in the season. Meanwhile, Memphis, they're in the same boat. They have had 4 really tough losses that were close, with the exception of last week against San Diego when they lost 37-15. Other than that, 18-17, 23-20, and 26-19, all very winnable games. Even last week was winnable up until they started turning over the football. So both these teams taking the field right now. Atlanta, this home crowd is pumped up and ready to go. They're only their second home game of the season. Their first home game was against Birmingham. They had that comeback win, 25-20. Last week, though, at Arizona, they really struggled, and they almost came back, but they lost that game 30-24. We'll see what they can do to get today against the winless Memphis Express. The Express desperately need to get a win here. I mean, they're 0-5. I'd say it's season over. 1-4, they're not completely out of it, because the AAF East is not a very strong division. I mean, Birmingham Iron lead it right now, and they're only 3-2. So that is definitely catchable. We'll see what the Express can do here. Austin McGinnis will send it away. Back to receive, Denard Robinson, and he will take it out of the end zone for the Legends. On the return, he'll take it up to the 24, and that's where we'll get our first look at Atlanta. And Aaron Murray, the starting quarterback for the Legends, he's had a pretty solid season so far. He's completing almost 70% of his passes. He's thrown for 875 yards. He's got 9 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions. One issue last week was the interceptions. He threw 2 of them, and it kind of put Atlanta into a hole against Arizona. We'll see what he can do today to improve that and ultimately get his Legends to win and get back over 500. Because here's the interesting thing: if Atlanta loses this game, they're in third place in the division, despite Orlando being 2-3 because the Apollos beat them in week 1. So a lot's on the line right now for Atlanta. They can be either number 3 or number 1. Memphis, on the other hand, a win here would get them only 1 game out of number 3 seed. First and 10 from the 24. All play action. Murray will throw on first down. He's going to go deep across the field and is complete. Bug Howard up to the 44. That's a phenomenal reception for the Atlanta Legends to start off this ball game. Aaron Murray, we know he can sling it. He's done it quite a bit this season, and Bug Howard has had himself a heck of a year. Perfect throw on the money to Howard. And I gotta say, these Atlanta uniforms look pretty dang good here in this night game in Atlanta. This home crowd is going crazy, and I love this fresh look that this team brings to the league. First and 10 coming up from the 44. See, Memphis' defense has not played very badly, even despite, the 37 points given up to San Diego last week. A lot of that was because of offensive turnovers. First and 10 from the 44. Quick pass across the middle. It's wide open. It's complete. Nice quick slant to Monte Crockett, and just like that, they're already into Memphis territory at the 40. 16-yard completion, and what do you know? The Legends are already close to field goal range, and it's just a perfectly designed play. They fake the handoff. It's a quick slant, and it just works to perfection. The Express defense was not ready for this whatsoever, and Mike Singletary, head coach of the Memphis Express, he's got to find a way to get his team to win. I mean, they're 0-4. He's a defensive-minded player. He's got to find a way to get this defense to shut down the Legends. I mean, Arizona shut the Legends out in the entire first half last week, and now we get a flag. Well, that might help things out a little bit. Jen Welter, head coach of the Atlanta Legends, I'm sure she's not too happy about that. And, it's penalties like that could really kill a drive, so we'll see if the Legends let this affect them. But a great opening drive, and now they're first and 15. Will that end up killing this drive? I don't know. Only time will tell, but stupid little penalties like that, you've got to erase it. Offensive linemen have got to be on their game. First and 15 now from the 45. And they'll motion Wadley out of the backfield, and they'll try a quick pass out to him, and it goes absolutely nowhere. It's a loss of 1 on the play, and how about the excellent defense by Jeremy Couture? I don't mind. I think the play call is pretty good, actually. I like the idea here, but Memphis is just all over it, and hey, that's a big play by Mike Singletary's defense, and let's see if we can get this Express team going a little bit here. Big second and 16 coming up. Let's see if the Legends offense can at least chip into this and make it a manageable third down. 2nd and 16 now from the 46. Monte Crockett in motion. We see this play all the time. Murray's going to take it himself, and he's going to only get about 3 on the play. And that, I don't know. I don't like the play call. Looking at this offense, the offensive line has been playing pretty solid this season so far. They've had their ups and downs. Look at Denard Robinson, though. He's someone that's really got to get going in this game. On the season, only 182 yards. He's got a touchdown. He also has a fumble. He's averaging only 3.7 yards a carry. If Atlanta wants to win these games, they have to get him going, because we've seen the Legends be so much more effective when Denard Robinson is playing good football. On the wide receivers, we'll get to them in a minute after this big 3rd and 13. See what they can do here. Big play. Aaron Murray to throw all day. Lets it rip, and it's complete. Wide open is Justin Thomas all the way down to the Express 27. And Atlanta continues to move the chains. On 3rd and 13, and Justin Thomas just gets wide open out there. And hey, he's someone that we definitely want to talk about. He, you know, one of the receivers a little bit down when it comes on the depth chart. He's maybe 3rd or 4th, but he's a guy that makes a lot of plays. Him, Monte Crockett, Bug Howard is having himself a heck of a season. He's got 285 yards and 2 touchdowns. Monte Crockett also having a great season, 273 yards and 2 touchdowns. What a catch, though, for Justin Thomas. 1st and 10 from the 27. Murray to pass again. He's hit as he throws, and is knocked up and almost intercepted. That would have been big for the Express defense to shut down this drive. Let's look at the defense. You know, they have some playmakers of their own. Anthony Johnson, Latarius Brady on the line and been making a lot of plays this season. DeMarcus Gates, Andrew Jackson, also not pictured right there. Davis Toll, the linebackers, making a lot of plays. Charles James had a couple nice picks this season. Jeremy Couture, we saw him on a nice play earlier on Akron Wadley in the backfield. That was a nice play there by the defense, tipping up that ball, knocking it away. That's the type of play where they need to find a way to come up with the interception, because they hardly come up with any turnovers, especially compared to the way the offense hands them over. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Will Denard Robinson get his first carry? Crockett in motion, and they go with Aaron Murray again, and he is stacked up. Anthony Johnson said, "No way, Jose." That's going to bring up 3rd and 11, so another long 3rd down coming up for the Legends. And we see this, as we said, week in and week out. Atlanta runs this play so much. I think it's starting to get a little bit predictable for these defenses, because it's this weird play where there's 4 different possibilities. Murray takes it himself. He could give it to Robinson. He could give it to Monte Crockett coming across. Or he doesn't give it to anybody and he throws the football. So it really does leave the defenses guessing. But recently, the defenses have been guessing correctly on this play. 3rd and 11, another big 3rd down. Can the Express find a way to lock down here? Maybe get some pressure on Murray and force him to get this ball out quickly. Back to throw. And he's got time. Man, wide open again. It's the same play. This time it's the tight end, Charles Stanbury. Down to the 10. Wow. So 2 massive 3rd down conversions on this drive for Atlanta. And they're going to continue to move the chains. And it's the exact same play. That out route on the left side of the field. Justin Thomas did it a couple plays ago, and now Charles Stanbury able to get it done. 1st down coming up now from the 10. So basically 1st and goal. See what the play goal is. Will Robinson get his first carry? And Monte Crockett in motion. They're going to give it to him instead on the end around. And he's met immediately. Phenomenal defense there by the Express. And hey, that's Couture again. The safety making his presence known so far. That run pass keeper weird option play has gone absolutely nowhere on 3 attempts on this drive. And it goes to show you how much the Legends are on that play. That's the 3rd time they ran that on this drive alone. This drive has taken up a lot of time too. 2nd and 12 now from the 12. Robinson finally gets his first carry, makes a move, cuts it up to the 6. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal now from the 6. Technically 3rd and 6, but I don't really see how they're going to get to the inch yard line. Basically like the centimeter before the goal line without actually crossing the plane. Big 3rd down for the Legends. Can they cap off this drive with a touchdown? Memphis, though, they have not gotten 1 3rd down stop today. They need to get it right now. Back to throw is Murray. Quick pass, and it's knocked away and almost intercepted. Channing stribbling in there to bat that one away, and Murray unable to throw the TD pass. It's not a bad play call here. They're looking for the quick slant there to Irvin Phillips, but it's an excellent read by Channing Stribling, who comes all the way across. And what a terrible camera angle. But he comes all the way across, makes a heck of a play on the football. Big stop for Singletary's defense after they gave up so many third downs, and now, after all that, the Legends held to a 23-yard field goal attempt. Youngwoo Koo, been a phenomenal kicker this season. This should be easy peasy for him. The kick is up, and it's good, and Atlanta strikes first. 3-0 lead for the Legends as they take control early with a great offensive drive, and they had a lot of third down conversions, some big passes from Murray. But I'd say it's a little bit disappointing to come away with 3 points there. Michael Singletary's defense did its job, and now let's see what his Express offense can do, and we're going to get to see Johnny Manziel coming out. Let's see what he's capable of, and you guys voted for him to say, and I want to say, it's been a lot of fun, posting those polls and having you guys vote for certain players to stay in and out. And how about the heck of a job you guys did with Luis Perez, because back in week 3, they were 1-2. Perez was not playing good, and I posted a poll to see if you guys wanted him to stay. You said he should stay, and now Birmingham's won 2 in a row, and Perez has been playing really well, hasn't turned the ball over once in the last 2 weeks. So, hey, kudos to you guys for some excellent voting. Terrence McGee now on the return for the Express, trying to find a lane, and he'll take it to the 24. So that's where we see Johnny Manziel, who was voted by you guys to stay in, despite not really playing so good through the first 4 weeks. He's completing only 56% of his passes. He's got under 800 yards. He's thrown 4 touchdowns, but thrown 3 interceptions and fumbled the ball away 3 times. His QB rating only 76.5. So we'll see today. This is a huge game for him. Memphis is 0-4. You lose here, I'd say it's over. You win here, you start building some momentum. In the AAF East, you can certainly make the playoffs at 5-5. If they can find a way to somehow put it together, we'll see. But let's see what Johnny Manziel can do here. A lot of pressure on him in a game where he has to deliver. 1st and 10 from the 24. They go on the ground at Zach Stacy, and he'll get it out up to about the 27. That's where we're going to look at the Express offense. Offensive line, they've had ups and downs as well as Atlanta's. Definitely similarities there. Zach Stacy on the ground, he's been pretty efficient with the carries he's been given. 176 yards, but on 40 carries. He's getting 4.4 yards a carry. He's got a touchdown. He's got a fumble. We look at some of the wide receivers there. They've got some really explosive guys. Devin Lucian's had a couple of phenomenal deep passes. He got 272 yards on the season. We'll see what they can do here on 2nd and 7. It's a quick screen. It's complete. And Devin Lucian, there he is going down the sidelines and into Atlanta territory. How about that? So they do the quick screen, and the blocking holds up, and the Express pick up 25 yards. That's a big-time play when they needed one. Look at that. It's just a nice little quick pass outside from Manziel, and Lucian able to just take off. Devin Lucian's someone that, as we mentioned, he can make a lot of plays for the Express. Dantes Bird having a decent season, 171 yards for him. The Express, they have a lot of weapons, and can they find a way to utilize them today? The offense has certainly been underwhelming up until this point, and they've had so many opportunities to win. Is this going to be the game where they put it together? And what it's going to come down to is, will they turn over the football and lose the game because of that? 1st and 10. Back to throw is Manziel. Quick pass to the outside. It's complete. Zach Stacy out of the backfield to the 42. That's a gain of 6. That brings up 2nd and 4. And again, another thing is we've seen the Express offense move the football pretty efficiently throughout the season. I mean, back in week 1 against Birmingham, 266 total yards of offense. Then 211. They kind of struggled against Arizona. 294 against Orlando. That game they just lost. And then 310 last week against San Diego. Yet they lose 37-15. 2nd and 4. They try that quick screen again, and it goes nowhere. And actually, Lucian dropped it, which is probably better for the Express. Let's look at this Legends defense that has been having a heck of a year, to be honest. JT Jones, David Dean, Tavares Mars locking down on the defensive line. Khalil Bass has been one of the best linebackers in this league so far. Brendan Watts making some big plays. Desmond Lawrence, Tyson Graham, but someone I really want to talk about who wasn't pictured, Donatello Brown. He had a game-winning interception 2 weeks ago against Birmingham, and then last week he had an interception that almost was able to tie up the game for Atlanta, had Aaron Murray not thrown a pick right back on just a couple plays later. Brown is certainly something to watch. Huge 3rd and 4 right now for the Express. Can they find a way to convert here when they have to? Back to throw is Manziel. Quick pass across the middle, and it's hauled in. Complete. Reese Horn to the 34, and that'll keep the sticks moving. Big time completion for the Express, and that's what Singletary likes to see. And this is simple, basics, fundamentals of football. And I love the play call right there from Singletary. Sometimes he's trying to do a little bit too much this season. Sometimes Manziel's trying to do a little bit too much. But I like that. Nice, simple slant route. Just get the first down, Doesn't have to be super impressive. Doesn't have to be flashy. March the ball down the field. Put points on the board. That's what your fans want to see. That's what the team genuinely wants to see. 1st and 10 now from the 34. Calling Brandon Barnes in motion. He's got to get this play off. He will. All play action, and Manziel's lit up. Oh, man. Tyson Graham. Desmond Lawrence. He was not fooled. Trying to do a little RPO. Fake it to Stacy. Manziel tried to take it, and we saw him last week go for a 50-yard touchdown on this play. And I think Desmond Lawrence was watching some film and didn't want to let that happen again. And that's a big time tackle because now 2nd and 14. Backs up the Express, and if they're at the 38 at the end of this drive, I don't think they're going to try a 55-yard field goal attempt, as good as Austin McGinnis is. 2nd and 14 now from the 38. And they're going to try to play again, and hey, this time Manziel's got some room, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by Devin Lucien. And he's going to be down to 26. Johnny Manziel, his ball security has been horrific this season, and that's why I don't understand why they keep running this play, because Manziel fumbles like half the time. And it's also strange because it's not like as the player himself, I have his ball security down to 0. Like, he's not supposed to fumble the football this much. It just keeps happening. I don't know why. They are really, really lucky that wasn't a turnover that killed a really good drive. 3rd and 2 now. Can they keep the chains moving here as we're down about 30 seconds left in the 1st quarter? See the play call is from Singletary. Kind of expect to see Stacy get it up the middle here. We'll see. 3rd and 2. And it is Stacy, and hey, there he goes! Big time play to the 17 there in the red zone, and the Express move the chains. Keep this drive alive. Probably would have been able to kick a field goal either way, but hey. Now they have a chance at 6 or 8. Look at that. That's a beautiful hole given to Stacy by the offensive line. Heck of a play for the Express, and yeah, they are playing with a lot on the line today, and a lot to prove that they can actually win football games. I mean, we've just seen them. Last week, they opened up with a 12-8 lead against San Diego, and then lost 37-15. That's the end of the 1st quarter. The Atlanta Legends here at home have a 3-0 lead. They're looking to get to 3-2. Memphis looking to get their first win of the season. Down by 3, but in a good position right now. 1st and 10 from the 17. What can this offense do? And they've had so many heartbreaking losses. I mean, back in week 1, down 12-3 against Birmingham going into the 4th, they came back and took an 18-17 lead at the very last, 19-18 lead at the very last moment, and then still found a way to lose. And this is a team that has had so many opportunities this season. Can they take advantage of it today? Off play action, Manziel to throw. Plenty of time, he's got to get rid of it. Checks it down, and it's complete to Stacy. Only gets about a yard. Let's see what the Express can do here in 2nd and 9. And let's see if the Legends defense can step up and make a stop here. And at least, force the Express to kick a field goal and keep this a clean slate, 3-3 game. Legends have a lot of talent defensively. See if they can get a stop. 2nd and 9 from the 16. On the ground, Stacy stacked up at the line. Tavares Barnes, Jeff Luke in there, along with David Dean. Coming a big 3rd and 9 coming up right now for the Express, and this defense, we talked about how tough they can be. Last week, they were really off to a rough start and still found a way to almost come back. Just wasn't enough against Arizona. 3rd and 9. What can the Express do? Back to throw is Manziel. Darts it towards the end zone, and it is hauled in for the touchdown. Reese Horn goes up and gets it in traffic. And the Express are able to capitalize in the red zone, and they take a 6-3 lead. How about this throw for Manziel? But it's even a better catch from Horn in traffic, getting ready to get rocked in the end zone, and Tyson Graham comes in there for a big hit, but Horn able to hang on, and the Express get the big-time touchdown that they need. That's a big statement right there from this Express offense. You know, we've seen them fail in those positions earlier on in the season, have to settle for field goals. That was a big touchdown. 2-point try now from the 2-yard line. Can they make it an 8-3 game? Manziel with it, looking for a quick pass, and oh my, Motuelli gets right to him in the backfield. And it'll stay a 6-3 game. Just came completely unblocked. It's very similar, actually, to last week when, actually, once again, it was Motuelli, his brother, on the San Diego Fleet, who came in and had a sack on Josh Woodrum. Very similar design. So it's 6-3 Memphis. They did get a big touchdown. Let's see how the Atlanta Legends can respond. And here's something that excuse me, I need a sip of water. Here's something that Mike Singletary has to prove, and that's, can his team hang on to leads and secure a victory here? Because you're up 6-3 right now. Obviously, it's very early in the game still, but we've seen them have these first quarter leads and then just gradually lose them. So is this where their defense can make some stands and their offense can keep scoring? If Manziel can keep throwing touchdowns and avoid turning over the football, Memphis can be a very good football team. Robinson on the return takes it to 25, so decent starting field position for the Legends. And a lot's on the line in this game for Aaron Murray, too, because, you know, he's played a really good season so far, but last week he really struggled. And it's just been one of those inconsistent seasons for the Atlanta Legends offense as a whole. You know, they got blown out by Orlando 30-9. Then they had a comeback win against San Diego and another comeback win against Birmingham last week, down 24-0 against Arizona. Almost came back in that game as well. The problem is the inconsistencies in the offense. They keep putting themselves in holes and then keep having to try to dig out of them. So, can they avoid doing that today? It's a big question for Atlanta. That's going to be a big factor as we continue on in this ballgame. 1st and 10 from the 25. And it's a delayed give to Robinson, and how about that run? Picks up about 6 or 7 on the play. Excellent hold given to him by the offensive line. That's a delayed run. Nice call. Brings up 2nd and 4 now from the 32. And Jenna Walter, she's done a good job in Atlanta, creating this team that you don't really know what to expect from them offensively. On the ground again, it's Robinson. This time he'll be stacked up at the line. Good tackling in there by Davis Toll and Andrew Jackson. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 from the 32. Big third down for the Legends. You know, you definitely kind of sense that Memphis has a little bit of momentum right now after that touchdown. Can the Legends avoid a 3 and out? That would be tough for them to bounce back from right now. 3rd and 3. See what the play call is from Welter. And it's that fishy Monte Crockett again, and they're going to go to Robinson instead, and he is stacked up. What a play in the backfield by Charles James. Wow. Excuse me, DeMarcus Gates. Look at that. He just flew in there and completely blew. That was Charles James. Yeah, I thought it was 24. Charles James gets in there and just makes a heck of a play, and Atlanta unable to pick up the 1st down, and they're probably going to have to punt. Yeah, from the 34, and Cameron Nizelek on to punt it away for the first time today for the Legends. He will boot it away. Back to receive is Reese Horn. Tries to make a move, but then he's decked at the 18. They give him the 20. Man, some of these spots are a little bit strange to Madden. But, hey, big defensive stop from the Express, and let's see, can this offense keep scoring? And Reese Horn with a big touchdown. He's had a few touchdowns this season, and despite him not having a lot of yards, he's been one of the go-to guys for Manziel down in the red zone. On the season, he's got 9 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown. He's been a heck of a ball player. And actually, he's got 2 touchdowns now. Excuse me, that's what I meant to say. 1st and 10 now from the 20. Plenty of time for Memphis to march down and try to add on to this lead if they can. Off-play action. Manziel rolling out. Quick pass, and it's caught. Room down the sidelines for Manzo Lewis, the fullback, to bring up 2nd and 1. The Express right now, you know, they're utilizing their weapons efficiently on offense, and that's something that Singletary, he's been talking about, that their losing record is on him, and it's up to him to, you know, call better plays and make better decisions as a coach, and so far today, they've been doing it. On the ground, it's Stacy trying to find a lane. I think he was stacked up. He had an opportunity there to break through, but it's going to bring up 3rd and inches, a big 3rd and inches at that. Because now Memphis, you know, the defense just got a big stop. They want to avoid doing the same thing. 3rd and inches now from the 29. On the ground, Stacy, what a play! Around the edge, that's Brandon Watts who gets in there and makes the play. So the Legends defense steps up. Look at this. He just comes around completely unblocked, and you know, our man Zell, I feel like Johnny should have seen that and just pulled the ball back and try to roll out and pick up the first. Granted, you know, could have caused a little messy exchange, but now Ryan Winslow has to come on to punt it after the defense got a nice stop. He'll boot it away. Back to receive is Irvin Phillips for the Legends. He's got a lot of room to run if he can make a move, but that room is closed pretty quickly. Taking it down to 30. Still a good return for the Legends. And now they set up shop at the 30. So Denard Robinson struggled to get going so far in this game. He was stacked up on 2nd down, 3rd down. Then they had a punt. We'll see. Can Atlanta get things going? And first drive was phenomenal, just unable to find the end zone. And let's see what Aaron Murray can do here. 1st and 10 going up from the 30. Lot of time for the Legends to kind of milk this clock right now. Work it down a lot and try to score. Maybe even take the lead here as we're getting close to halftime. 1st and 10. See what the play call is. Back to throw is Murray. All day to throw. He's going to just check it down. That's complete. The tight end Stanbury taken down to 37. Brings up 2nd and 2. Stanbury having a pretty nice day so far. A couple catches for him. He's a tight end that hasn't really gotten involved too much throughout the season because Atlanta has really relied on that RPO wacky kind of play call. Stanbury getting a little more involved today. 2nd and 2 now from the 37. On the ground, Robinson, and he is met at the 39, and I don't think he had enough. No, he didn't. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Big tackle there by the Express, who are looking to get their 2nd 3 and out. Can they pick it up here? Find a way to get it done. 3rd and 1 from the 39. Big 3rd down again for the Legends, and they were really good on that first drive. See what they can do here. They go on the ground again, and Robinson gets it. It was a good effort by Davis Toll to try to stop it, but Denard Robinson gets in there, picks up the 1st down. Big one for the Legends as time continues to run, but they're at the 40. And Toll just a little bit late on closing up that hole. It was a really nice hole given to him by the offensive line, and clearly Robinson gets past, and Singletary, you can see his hands go in the air like, ugh. 1st and 10. Under 3 minutes, so Legends are going to have to start moving if they want to score a touchdown. Back to throw is Murray, and he's pressured, dumps it off, and that was dangerous. Montori Hughes had a chance at a pick on what was looking like it was going to be a screen. Aaron Murray had a ton of pressure right in his face, and he had to let it go. 2nd and 10 now from the 40. You know, Murray's really proved that he is the leader here in Atlanta because we gave him the starting position. We were unsure if he would have been able to keep it, considering Matt Sims is on the team as well, but he was able to get it. Murray trying to take it himself, and he's got room around the edge, but that's Davis Toll who closes it up quickly. Brings up 3rd and 5 now from the 45. See what the play call is here from the Legends on 3rd and 5. I'd like to see him, you know, just get a nice little slant across the middle to Irvin Phillips or something like that. Wadley motion out of the backfield again, and they're going to try to screen it out to him, and he's not able to get away. What an open field tackle by DeMarcus Gates, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Atlanta's going to have to punt. Memphis' defense stepping up in a big way to contain the Legends to only 3 points here in this first half. 4th and 4 from the 46, and I think it's pretty obvious that Atlanta's going to have to punt it again. And this Memphis defense does not get enough credit for what they've done this season. Despite all the turnovers from their offense, despite all of that, they put their team in a position to win in at least 3 of the 4 games that they played. Cameron Nizelek has to punt it away again. Angling towards the sidelines, and what a punt. Gets it out of the 12, and that's pretty dang good. We've seen those punts go a lot worse. And now comes Manziel. He's going to have to work from his own 12-yard line. Memphis does have 3 timeouts, but with only a minute 55, I don't really see how the Express can march it all the way down the field. There's a chance they could come away at 3 points, but hey, the big thing for the Express is that they held Atlanta to only 3 points here in this first half, and they're going to get it for the second half. So if they can find a way to even just come away at 3 points here, make it a 9-3 game, and then take a 2-score lead to start the second half, that'd be huge for this Express team that desperately needs to get some momentum. Back to throw is Manziel. Plenty of time. He's going to go relatively deep. How about the play by Lodoelli? Knocks that one away with a diving effort. 2nd and 10. Both these defenses playing their hearts out right now. And these defenses have really shown that they have what it takes to play at a professional level. 2nd and 10 from the 12. Back to throw is Manziel. Plenty of time. Going deep down the sideline. He's got a man wide open, and it's complete. Devin Lucien gets to the 40 and gets out of bounds. What a throw for Manziel, and how about Devin Lucien getting open? Look at this. It's just a beautiful touch on the football, and Lucien just gets behind Carlos Merritt and actually Donatello Brown. What a play. It brings up 1st and 10 now from the 40. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock, and now it's plays like that really give your offense a really solid chance at scoring. Back to throw is Manziel again. Just have to check it down. It's caught by Brandon Barnes, taking down the 47. So Manziel now at 100 yards. Look at those stats. 8 for 10, 100 yards and a touchdown. Definitely one of his most efficient first halves of the season. Let's see if he can keep it up. Second and 3 now from the 47. Time continuing to run, and it's going to become a factor here if they don't score quick. Manziel to the outside. It's caught by Dantes Bird. His first catch of the game, and he gets down to the 42. Big time completion again, and Dantes Bird able to hang on with the big hit. Memphis moving the chains, but now they're going to waste all this time and call a timeout. I hate Madden. A minute and 1 second to play. 6-3. The Express have the lead here on the road in Atlanta. And really looking for a chance here to make a statement, get a statement win on the road, and try to turn their season around. Up 6-3 with a golden opportunity here to score some more points if they can find a way to get it done. All receivers spread wide for Manziel. 1st and 10 from the 42. Getting close to field goal range. Manziel back to throw. Plenty of time, but he's got to get rid of it, and now he's just going to throw it away. Not a bad decision. Better just get it away when he's under duress, and instead of just, completing a quick pass for 1 yard where they have to blow another timeout, that's smart. 2nd and 10, we'll see if they can regroup. Now, Atlanta's defense has been playing a really solid game. They gave a touchdown. They got to stop the last time. They've had ups and downs, but let's see what they can come up with here defensively. 2nd and 10 now from the 42. Manziel will throw again. Darts it, and it's nearly intercepted. Big time breakup. Tyson Graham gets in there, and that could have been a big turnover for the Legends. But hey, 3rd and 10 now from the 42. Can the Legends find a way to get a big stop here and at least keep this a 3-point game going into the half? What's the play call going to be from Singletary on this big 3rd and 10? Manziel to throw. And it is complete, and there is a flag. Wow. That is unbelievable. Desmond Lawrence takes him down to the face mask. I don't think that would have been enough for a first down. Barnes, now that puts him at the 17, and they still have 2 timeouts. Horrendous decision by Desmond Lawrence to... Wow. He didn't even have to pull the face mask. He had Barnes. I think they would have stacked him up before the first down marker, and now it's 1st and 10 from the 17, and the Express still have 2 timeouts. It stops the clock. The Express. What a play for them. 1st and 10 coming up from the 17 here. 47 seconds left. in this first half. Manziel to throw. Atlanta brings a blitz. Quick pass. It's caught. Dante's Bird. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 9. They have to use a timeout. Now, what Memphis is going to have to try to avoid here is running out of time. Because we've seen these Madden simulations do it before plenty of times where they're in a scoring position. They don't know how to manage time. They lose all their timeouts. They don't score. And it's just really stupid. So this should be an easy 3 points for the Express. We'll see if they can at least find a way to capitalize on this solid opportunity for them right now. 2nd and 2 now from the 9. Manziel to throw again. Quick pass outside is incomplete for Reese Horn. Just led him a little bit too far out. Brings up a big 3rd down. To be honest, if you're an Express fan, you'd probably want to see this go nowhere right now on 3rd and 2. Only because if they get the 1st down, but then don't find a way to get it in the end zone, they really risk the opportunity of not coming away with any points. 3rd and 2, all receivers spread wide from Manziel. What's the play call going to be from Singletary? Trying to get points. Manziel. Quick pass, and it's caught, and Barnes, does he have enough for a first? Now, he does get out of bounds, so that's a 1st and goal. 32 seconds left. That's a big time play to get out of bounds. But with only 32 seconds and only 1 timeout, they're only going to have about 2 tries right now at the end zone. I don't think, unless they have a couple quick incompletions, this is going to come down to the wire here if they can actually score. 1st and goal from the 6, 32 seconds here in this first half. This has been a phenomenal drive, and we've seen the Express so many times, march down before the half and then just not be able to score. So let's see what they can do here. 1st and goal from the 6, Manziel to throw. Atlanta brings a blitz. Going to the end zone. He's got him in, and it's caught. Touchdown, and it's Reese Horn, his 2nd touchdown of the half. What a throw for Manziel. That was beautiful. Right over the defender, and Reese Horn, look at the route he runs here, just completely turns around Tyson Graham, and the Legends tried to bring a big blitz, and it did not pay off, and the Express cash in, take a 12-3 lead. What a big time score, and how about the game that Johnny Manziel is putting together? You guys voted for him to stay, and he is redeeming himself right here. Granted, this game is far from over, but 2 first half touchdowns, and now 2-point try. They didn't get it on the first attempt. Can they get it here to make it a 14-3 game? Manziel to throw. This time he gets the block, but he's going to get sacked from the other side. Brandon Watts comes in, and Atlanta stuffs him again. So now they are 0 for 2 for the 2-point conversions in this game. Stacks Daisy was able to hold up Lodoelli, but no one was able to block Watts on the other side. Despite the Express unable to get those 2-point conversions, heck of a couple throws there from Johnny Manziel, and they've got a 12-3 lead here with only 28 seconds left in the first half. It's the biggest lead of the entire season for the Express. In a must-win situation, you're 0-4 in a 10-week season. They have to find a way to turn things around quickly. And this is a statement game right now. 12-3 lead over the 2-2 Legends. Division rivals. You get a win here. Atlanta's 2-3. You're 1-4. And you have the win over them. Austin McGinnis now on to send it away. Back to receivers in Art Robinson. And he will take it out of the end zone. Trying to spark something, but it's smashed at the 23. Quentin Gauze in there for a nice tackle, and only 26 seconds for the Legends. I don't think there's really much time for them to come up with something on this drive. We'll see how gutsy Jen Welter wants to be with her team. (12-3), and if you're Atlanta, you've got to find a way to reset and just recalibrate in the second half. This is the 2nd week in a row that you're going to be going into the half losing. You've got to find a way to overcome that. Now, actually, technically, it's the 4th week in a row that they're going into the half losing. So they've got to find a way to correct this and play better first halves. They just give it to Robinson on the ground. That goes nowhere, and time will just run. So they're just kind of accepting the fact that they're down by 2 scores. And Jen Welter's going to have to come up with some sort of game plan. We have seen Atlanta come back so many times this season, as we've said. Even against Orlando, they started to mount a comeback, and then it was shut down. San Diego, they had an amazing comeback. Birmingham, another incredible comeback. almost an insane comeback against Arizona. But we'll see. 12-3, the Memphis Express lead here on the road in what is a big divisional matchup between these two teams, especially for the Express. It's been a fun first half. Johnny Manziel throwing 2 touchdowns to Reese Horn, who now has 3 on the season. That was fun. Here at halftime, I just want to let you all know that if you feel like financially supporting the AAF Simulated, it'd be much appreciated. You know, we put a lot of work, effort, and time into making this possible. We love all the supporters that we have, so we have merch down in the description below, or a PayPal link if you want to send us a few bucks. It'd be greatly appreciated. Either way, we love you guys for supporting and watching. Thank you so much. Welcome back to Atlanta. The hometown legends, 2-2, and on the verge of losing 2 games in a row if they can't turn things around here in the second half. Down 12-3, the winless Memphis Express. 2 touchdowns there in that first half. And they're going to get it for the second half here to start things off. So Atlanta's defense is going to have to find a way to come up with a stop, because in a minute and 55 seconds, well, technically less, in a minute and about 17 seconds, Memphis marched right on the field and scored their second touchdown of the game. Legends desperately need to find some life on defense right now. Young Uku sent it away, and we are off here in the third quarter in Atlanta. Terrence McGee on the return for the Express. Looking to make something happen, makes a move, cuts it up to the 20, and that's where he'll be stopped. Not much there on the return for him. Out comes Reese Horn, who is having himself a heck of a day so far. This dude, 2 touchdowns already, and 2 tough touchdowns. Look at this route right here, just beautifully executed on Tyson Graham. Fakes the end and goes out and up. And Manziel puts a money ball. 12-3 lead. Let's see if the Express can keep this momentum going in the right direction. Again, this is such a big game for them on the road against a divisional opponent that should be beating them right now. They got a 9-point lead, a chance to get their first win of the season and start building something. We'll see if they can get it done. Back to throw is Manziel on first down. Quick pass, it's complete. Reese Horn up to the 27. And Reese Horn kind of his go-to guy in this game so far. Got the 2 touchdowns, got a couple nice receptions. Yeah, 4 catches, 36 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's a solid game from your number 1 receiver. Maybe not a lot of yards, but the 2 touchdowns have been clutch. 2nd and 4 now from the 27. I'd like to see Zach Stacy get a little bit more involved in the second half and give him some holes to run through. We'll try a quick screen, and it's caught. And with room to run, does he get enough for the first? That was Dantes Ford, and he picks it up. Excuse me, Dantes Bird. I get Ford and Bird mixed up. It's fleet receiver Ford. 1st and 10 now from the 31. Let's see what they want to do here. I'd like to see Stacy get more involved. I know the pass is working, but it's not going to work forever. And on play action, Manziel going to take it himself. Try to get to the outside and take it down after a gain of 3. He's got to be careful with those plays, because, and Singletary, you know, Manziel fumbled this game already. He's fumbled 4 times on the season now. I don't know. It comes to the point where you've got to know where your limitations are, and I know Manziel had that 50-yard touchdown run last week, but with 4 fumbles on that play, man, I don't know. 2nd and 7 now from the 34. Quick screen again, and this time he goes nowhere. Dantes Bird was lit up in the backfield. Heck of a play by Duran Grant. Able to get in there and make the stop, and that's the type of play where it worked decently a couple plays ago, but they gotta stop screening it so much, because it only works every few attempts. I mean, the receivers, absolutely no blocking there. Duran Grant just came right in for the tackle. Brings up a big 3rd and 9 now from the 32 for the Express. Let's see what they can do here on a big 3rd and 9. Manziel to throw. With time, he's going to go deep down the field, and it is knocked away. Looking for Reese Horn. Excellent defense by Duran Grant in there again to make a play, and Horn just not able to hang on for the reception. And this is just excellent coverage by the Legends. And Manziel, I think he just puts this ball a little bit behind Horn here. Yeah, I think if that ball is put out in front of Horn, it's a big-time completion. But Duran Grant's able to get in there. Borderline PI, but you can't expect that to be called in Madden. So how about the defensive stand from the Legends? Duran Grant, 2 huge plays in a row. and Ryan Winslow had to punt it away. It's a good start to the half for Atlanta that's looking to make another comeback, and a season that's been full of them. Oh man, Irvin Phillips gets decked by Channing, dribbling at the 19. It's not the best starting field position for the Legends, but let's see what they can do. Aaron Murray has not thrown a touchdown yet today, but we've seen him do some great things. Week 2 against San Diego, I mean, he threw 4 touchdowns, 3 of those in the second half, and what was a huge rally for a comeback against the Fleet, down 20-9, and then down 20-8 against Birmingham. And in that game too, they're only 8 points of that game so far when they're down 20-8 came off a defensive score. So their offense hadn't scored a thing. And then they went to score 17 unanswered points and won that game 25-20. So this would be pretty easy for Atlanta considering the comebacks that they've made. 1st and 10 for the 19. Murray steps up in the pocket, looking for somewhere to go with the football. Finally finds an open man at the 28. That's a catch made by Monte Crockett. And the Express defense has done a really solid job today. I wouldn't be surprised to see Atlanta stop marching the ball down the field, though, because it's only a matter of time before this offense gets going. And with all the weapons that they have, with the amount of talent that they have, and Aaron Murray has a heck of an arm, and he's shown it off multiple times this season. 2nd and 2 now from the 28. It's a delayed give. Robinson able to push his way for the first down up to the 31. He has struggled today. 8 carries, only 21 yards, but that's a big run. You know, that's a really tough run, and that's the type of play that won't get much recognition, much respect at the end of the day. But it's runs like that where you fight for the extra yardage. It's only a 3-yard gain, but it's enough for the first down. Gives your defense, gives your offense a fresh set of downs. Denard Robinson again trying to break it outside and take him down after a gain of only 1. He's been tough sledding for him today. Sam Montgomery on that tackle. And Atlanta, again, this is a game where they're either going to be in 3rd place or 1st place because they beat Birmingham. So if they're 3-2, they're getting number 1 in the division. Can they make a comeback here? 2nd and 9 now from the 32. Crockett in motion. And they go with Murray, who's got room to the outside, and Aaron Murray taking off. 1st down up at the 47. Finally, that play worked. Took him a few tries, but Murray picks up 15 yards on that one. How about that? Look at the blocking outside that just allows Murray to get tons of free space to run. And they're pretty much midfield. 1st and 10 from the 47. See what the play call is from Jen Welter here. Wonder if they take a deep shot now, trying to get some momentum right off the bat. No, they'll keep it on the ground, and DeMarcus Gates makes the tackle at the 49. It's a gain of 2 for Robinson, who's averaging only 2.4 yards a carry right now. It just hasn't been his day. He's had a couple nice runs. Of course, that nice first down earlier. But he just hasn't really found his groove yet today, and it's something that we've seen kind of consistently throughout the season. He just hasn't been able to pick up many yards on his runs. 2nd and 8 now from the 49. Crockett in motion. And once again, they try it with Murray, and he'll be dragged down. He lost the football, and it's picked up by Crockett. And he got the ball got blasted out of bounds there, but it's a 1st down to 30. Wild. Murray coughs it up, and so did Crockett, but it was when he was out of bounds. So Murray gets it, and he's being dragged down, but Marcus Gates loses the football. Then Crockett just kind of propels through. That was a heck of a hit by Brandon Maiden. It's a shame for Memphis that the ball went out of bounds. Otherwise, they could have actually gotten that ball back. 2 fumbles in the same play, yet is an 18-yard gain for Atlanta. That kind of sucks for Memphis. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray to throw. Steps up, going deep across the middle. It's complete. Buck Howard, the big receiver, gets it inside the 15 at the 14. Buck Howard been relatively solid today, but Atlanta, it was only a matter of time before this offense was going to get going. We knew it was going to come one way or another, and how about the completion to Howard? Aaron Murray threads the needle in traffic. And excuse me for yawning, I had a long shift at work today. 1st and 10 from the 14. Back to throw is Murray. Quick shot, it's caught. Buck Howard again. Down to the 5. Aaron Murray finally eclipses 100 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 2. And hey, there's Howard. 3 catches, 46 yards, and quietly he's starting to have a really good game. We knew, and the funny thing, well, not funny, but the interesting thing here is that if Atlanta wasn't held to a field goal on that first drive, they could have a chance of taking the lead right now. 2nd and 2 now from the 5. And they pitch it to Torian Folston, who breaks a tackle, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. That's his first carry of the season, and it goes for 6. Atlanta makes it a 12-9 game. Folston into the end zone. Look at this. He just completely sheds the tackle of Brandon Maiden and gets in, and Atlanta finally finds the end zone. What a run by Torian Folston. Gets Atlanta 6 points, and now a big two-point conversion for Memphis' defense. They gotta hope that they're gonna get a stop here and keep this a 3-point game. Back to throw is Murray. Got time. End zone, and it is caught for the 2-point conversion. Bug Howard. Who else? And it's 12-11. Just like that, the Legends have gotten themselves right back into this ballgame. An excellent drive, fundamentally sound drive when it comes to just football itself. And Buck Howard, the 2-point conversion. And now is the time that Memphis needs to step up. Johnny Manziel has got to find a way to keep things going in the right direction. And I'd like to say that, that last drive wasn't really on him. He could have made a better throw to Reese Horn, but he's been playing a good game, and they really just need to get Zach Stacy going. They just got to find a way to be consistent on offense, and they can still easily win this game. Kickoff, Terrence McGee takes it from about the 1. Hasn't had the best returns today. This one goes up to the 25. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Plenty of time for this game to go in either direction. Let's see. What can Johnny Manziel come up with? He's had a great game. 16 of 22, 145 yards and 2 touchdowns. He got the fumble, but it ended up not being a turnover, which was honestly huge for Memphis at this point because they scored a touchdown off that drive. 1st and 10 from the 25, and Memphis here, they can't panic. They've just got to march down the football, do what they do best, find guys like Reese Horn, Dantes Bird, Devin Lucien, and try to get Zach Stacy some more playing time. Try to get him some holes. This offensive line's got to start giving him some room. Zach Stacy, there he goes, up the middle, and that's a gain of about 7 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3. Memphis' offense right now, they've got to find a way to strike back, get a score, take another 2-score lead, because this is the game that they cannot afford to blow. At 0-4, this is a must-win on the road against Atlanta. Legends coming off that big touchdown run by Folston. How can Memphis Express respond? Mike Singletary's got to make some play calls to get Johnny Manziel going. On the ground is Stacy again. Cutting through the lanes, and Zach Stacy, there he goes. Up to the 43. Big run, and hey, this is exactly what we were talking about. Get Zach Stacy involved. Give him some lanes to run through, because that makes Johnny Manziel's job a whole lot easier. Manziel's had a great game. 2 touchdowns, 145 yards. Now it's time for Zach Stacy to step up and start making some plays. And we know how talented this offense is. They've been so capable of winning so many games. I mean, they could be 2-2 or 3-1 easily at this point. Let's see what the play call is here on 1st and 10 from the 43 as we're under a minute here in the third quarter. Back to throws Manziel. Pumps it. Quick pass, and it's complete. Reese Horn across the middle to the 48 of Atlanta. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Reese Horn, 2 touchdowns on the day. He's having a heck of a performance today for the Express. 5 catches, 45 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 2nd and 1 coming up from the 48. And here's where Memphis needs to keep moving the chains forward. They cannot afford to have a tackle for loss or a sack or something in this position. On the ground, it's Stacy. Cuts through the hole. Picks up a 1st down to the 45, and that should take us to the 4th quarter. What a game it has been here in Atlanta. 12-11, the Express hanging on to a 1-point lead on the road in a tough Atlanta environment. Can they find a way to get it done? Can the Legends have another comeback? Such a big game for both of these teams, but especially, again, as we said, Memphis. Going to 0-5, as bad as the division is, it's going to be really difficult. 1-4, and you're starting to be like, hey, we can put together some wins here and turn this thing around. 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw is Manziel. With time, going deep, and it is hauled in at the 30. What a throw and what a catch by Dantes Bird. That is Johnny Manziel. Bird makes a great catch, but this is just a heck of a throw in double coverage. Bird is getting... Look at this. Atlanta closing in so fast between Lawrence and Durant Grant, and he just threads the needle here to Bird. Phenomenal. 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is where they need to just capitalize and score another touchdown and take command here on offense. 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to throw is Manziel with time. Just has to check it off, get it away, and hey, that's another flag. Wow. I don't know about that. Durant Grant. I mean, he was just tackling him out of bounds. I don't see how that's unnecessary roughness. That is not a good call. That's a big break for the Express. In Atlanta, you know, they had the face mask earlier, which obviously was a face mask. That right there, that's a bad call from the refs. That stuff can't happen. That was a fair tackle as he was going out of bounds. Wow. 1st and 10 now from the 15. The Express again in the red zone. 2 for 2 with touchdowns. Can they find a way to get another one here and make this an 18-11 game or a 20-11 game in best case scenario? Off play action, Manziel to throw. Darts it across the middle and is hauled in the end zone, and it's a touchdown. What a catch. Brandon Barnes in traffic. Unbelievable. I thought that was going to get intercepted. Barnes goes up and gets it. That's the 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Manziel. Look at that. Over Tyson Graham. In the middle of a couple guys. Brandon Barnes goes up and makes a heck of a grab. And it's a perfect throw for Manziel. 3rd touchdown of the day, and he is proving why he wants to be the leader of this Express football team. 18-11. Express on top. And now another huge 2-point conversion right now. This is massive. They have been over 2 on the day. They need to find a way to convert on one of these. Take another 2-score lead. They go to Stacy, and he's not going to get there. Stacked up again, and the Express are 0 for 3. And this is something that we've seen them struggle with this season, these 2-point conversions. And we know how effective that they can be. I mean, Atlanta now can win with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Man, that's tough. And after a great drive, and again, it's a phenomenal drive, Johnny Manziel with his 3rd touchdown of the day. But the fact that they can't get these 2-point conversion, it's worrying. Because like a 2-score lead right there would have really started to solidify Memphis getting their first win of the season. This is going to be an intense 4th quarter, folks. 18-11 lead. The Express have found a way to get it done offensively. Can their defense, who has played a solid game, make some big-time stops? This has been a good one in Atlanta. Austin McGinnis sends it away. Denard Robinson will just take a knee in the end zone, and that'll set up Atlanta's offense at the 25. So, Monte Crockett's had a solid game, but someone we really want to talk about is Aaron Murray. He is one of those guys who's been up and down. He hasn't thrown a touchdown today. He's done enough to keep Atlanta in the game. We just saw Manziel step up. Here is where Aaron Murray needs to step up and show why he is their team's leader. Had a nice drive, capped off with a touchdown run by Torian Folston. See what Atlanta can do. This has been a very equal, balanced game so far. 1st and 10 from the 25. Murray to throw. Quick pass to the outside. It's caught by Monte Crockett. That's a gain of 4. Murray's been accurate with a football, that's for sure. Something that you know, something that he's been solid on this season. I mean, he's got completing 69.5% of his passes. And in this game, 80. 2nd and 6 from the 29. Will they go on the ground or keep it through the air? They keep it through the air. Murray to throw. Bullets it across the middle. Wide open man, it's Justin Thomas. He's got room into Memphis territory, the 46. Justin Thomas, a little scrappy receiver, making his name known in the AAF Simulated. Look at that. There's a beautiful throw across the middle. And once again, Thomas just unaccounted for. We saw him wide open on a big third down earlier in the game. He's just finding ways to get open across the middle. First and 10 from the 46. Atlanta's offense getting into a groove here in the second half. So the play call is from Welter. Back to throw again is Murray. Going to the sidelines, and it is hauled in at the 33. What a catch by Bug Howard. And Atlanta is rolling right now. This has been a back and forth game, and right now, 100% could go either way. Howard, 60 yards on the day. And Memphis' defense has just got to find a way to get a stop here. I mean, it would be detrimental to have a fifth heartbreaking loss. First and 10 from the 33. They bring a blitz. It's caught. What a crab. And that's Howard again at the 27. Brings up second and 4. And if there's any time that this Express defense needs to step up and make a stop, it's now. I will say that in the past, their defense has been screwed over by the offense. But today, the Express has done their job. They have scored 3 touchdowns, and now it's time for this defense to make a monumental stop if they want to win. On the ground, Robinson spun down to 26. Nice tackle by Montori Hughes, and that sets him up 3rd and 3. Massive third down right now. If Atlanta's held to a field goal, Memphis can start putting the game away if they can march down and run a lot of time off the clock. 3rd and 3. This is huge. We're still without a turnover in this game, which is impressive. Big blitz. Gonna pass it outside. It's caught. And does Monte Crockett get the first? He does. At the 22, and Memphis unable to make the stop. What a play, and Jen Welter, she is thrilled. Just an excellent job by Murray, recognizing the pressure. And man, he had Justin Thomas wide open there in the end zone. So that's a missed opportunity there. But they did enough to get the first down. Get the first down. Yeah, Thomas had nobody in sight. That would have been a walk-in touchdown, easy peasy. First and 10 now from the 22 as we are under the 6-minute mark. Back to throw is Murray with plenty of time. And it's overthrown, inaccurate with that pass. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. But Murray, he's played a solid game. And I think if he keeps up this type of play, Atlanta has a solid chance at winning this game. They get a touchdown. Definitely could get a 2-point conversion. We'll see. I mean, Memphis right now is kind of a little bit up against it despite having a 7-point lead. Atlanta's offense just has so much firepower. Back to throw again. Pressured, has to let it go, and it is blown up. Excellent tackle by DeMarcus Gates. Doesn't let that go anywhere. That's Robinson who goes nowhere on the reception. It brings up a huge 3rd and 11. Massive. We've seen Atlanta get some ridiculously long 3rd down conversions today. Memphis just needs one stop here to try to put away this ball game. And it won't really put it away, but it'll make it easier on the offense. All receivers spread wide. Can Memphis hang on, or can Aaron Murray put together a beautiful play? And they have to just quick pass it, and it goes nowhere. Murray had to let it go quick because of the pressure, and Robinson is blown up. Jeremy Couture, who we've seen make a few huge plays today, comes up with a big stop at the 21. So a solid drive from the Legends has now been stuffed. And I think it's pretty obvious that Young Hookoo is going to have to go out there. Yes, he will. 38-yard field goal attempt to make this an 18-14 game. Get Atlanta back within 4. The kick is on its way, and it is good. 18-14, the Legends score once again. Young Hookoo is 2 for 2 on the day. And it's an 18-14 ball game. And let's see, can the Legends defense step up and make a big-time play? Maybe create a turnover. Neither team has had a turnover today. And you think with the track history at Memphis, now is the time that you see the Express have some crazy turnover, lose them this game, but we'll see. This offense has played really good today for the Express, and Johnny Manziel, 3 touchdowns. He's had a heck of a day. is going to be an intense final few minutes of this ball game. Young-Hoo Koo on to send it away. Back to receive. Terrence McGee takes it from about the goal line. And got a little bit of room to run, and it'll spin up to the 29. So decent starting field position for the Express. And let's see what they make of it. And right here is where Johnny Manziel just has to not turn over the football. You know, take some time off the clock, march down, find a way to score, ideally score, but even if they don't, make it difficult for Atlanta to try to win this game. Those are great stats, by the way, which I don't remember all of them. 20 for 26, he's got 3 touchdowns. By far his best game of the season, and it'd be a real shame if the Express weren't able to come away with a win after that performance from Manziel. 1st and 10. They will throw. Big blitz from Atlanta. Checks it out and is caught. Zach Stacy ripped down to bounds at the 39. 193 yards from Manziel, so maybe not a ton of yards, but it's just been a very efficient ball game from Johnny. He's been playing phenomenal. There's really no other way to put it. The good thing for Atlanta right there is that Zach Stacy went out of bounds, stops the clock, and that's not the ideal play for Memphis there, especially if they can't find a way to pick up this 1st down. On the ground, it's Stacy, and he does get the 1st down up to the 40, so that's a big run for the Express now. Take some more time off this clock. And Mike Singletary, you know, he's on the verge of getting his team their 1st win of the season when they desperately, desperately need it. Up 18-14 as we're now under 4 minutes. Can he find a way to get this team to win? They have had so many losses in the final few minutes. Got to find a way to win it here. Manziel will throw. Backing up, and that is really dangerous. Somehow it's caught. And another flag. And that one is going to go on Donatello Brown. And that is just the Legends defense again kicking themselves in the foot. Shooting themselves in the foot, excuse me. That's the 3rd penalty like that called on them that has put Memphis into a much better position than they were in. Instead of 2nd and 7, 1st and 10 now at the Legends 42. And it's stuff like this Welter has got to find a way to correct. This defense is a defense that hasn't really had these issues before, and today, you know, they're trying to stay over 500 in a division where they kind of have to if they want to take control of it. 1st and 10 now for Manziel. He will throw. Quick pass, and it's incomplete. That's a tough miss. He had Brandon Barnes wide open. That would have put them into field goal range pretty easily. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 42. This game is far from over, but Atlanta not doing much to help themselves right now. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 42. See what the play call is going to be from Singletary. I don't know why he's passing it so much. You want to run the clock off. And Manziel's going to take it in. Johnny Manziel off to the races. He's at the 20, at the 15, and now tackled out of bounds at the 11. So not ideal that he goes out of bounds, but that's a huge chunk yardage. My goodness. 31 yards on that one. And I thought for a second there he might have been able to go all the way. But hey, that play, that worked again. Singletary, I'm amazed at the confidence he has in Manziel, despite the fact that he's fumbled so many times on this play this season. And that's a heck of a run from Manziel. Puts him just outside the 10 and now in a phenomenal position to try to score their 4th touchdown of the game and start to put this thing away. All receivers spread wide, and Mike Singletary making it clear that they're going for the win right now. Going for the end zone. Back to throw is Manziel. With time, quick pass, and it's caught inside the 10 at the 8. Dantes Bird. That's his 7th catch of the day. Brings up 2nd and 7 now from the 8. Time continuing to run, and here is where Memphis has just got to find a way to close out this game, put it away, and ultimately they just need to find the end zone right now. See what Singletary wants to call. They go on the ground. Stacy trying to find a lane and gets to the 4. And now Atlanta has to use a timeout. My goodness, this is a big 3rd down. 3rd and 4 coming up from the 4. 2:43 to play. Phew. The nerves are high on both sides, and Johnny Manziel, he's played a really, really confident game today. I think they should just go to the air, but we'll see. We'll give it to Stacy here on 3rd and 4. Manziel to throw. They pick up the pressure, and it's knocked away. Incomplete, and he had Brandon Barnes open in the flat. Can't make the throw. And Memphis is going to have to settle for a field goal, which keeps Atlanta in this ball game. Man, 2 receivers kind of in the general direction. Reese Horn falls down, but it didn't matter. He had Brandon Barnes. He is really lucky that Jeff Luke did not come away with an interception there. That was right in his hand. So Austin McGinnis now for his first field goal attempt of the day, and his 21-yarder. Kind of a no-brainer for Memphis. At least give him a 7-point lead here. The kick is up, and it's good. 21-14, the Express have the lead here with 2:36 to play. They just gotta, their defense has got to avoid giving up a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and we'll see if they can do it. Can Atlanta have another comeback? I mean, if this would be their 3rd win of the season, 3rd comeback win of the season, which is crazy. I mean, every single win has been coming back from a deficit of, in this game it would have been 9 points, but outside of that, 11 and 12. So these are some impressive comebacks. 21-14, Memphis on top, and let's see what Aaron Murray and the Legends can do. Murray has not thrown a touchdown yet this game, but I could see it happening on this drive. McGinnis boots it away. Denard Robinson to receive, and he'll take it out of the end zone. See what he can do with his legs, and he takes it up to the 27. So gains 2 extra yards than he would have. Takes 3 seconds off the clock. Not too bad. And, man, there's a lot on the line right now for Atlanta. They definitely want, especially at home here. And if we look at the schedule up ahead, you know, there's going to be some interesting games coming down the pipe. You know, they're hosting San Antonio, then hosting Orlando, at Birmingham, hosting Salt Lake, and then at Memphis. You know, a loss here then makes them kind of have to win that game against San Antonio. You know, they have, between Memphis and San Antonio, they have to win one of these games at least to maintain some sort of some sort of solid standing in the division. 1st and 10 for the 27. See what the play call is. Back to throw is Murray. Plenty of time. Steps up in the pocket. Lets it fly deep down the field. And it is knocked away. Nearly picked off. Jeremy Couture was in there. And that's a tough one. I mean, that's a great play by Memphis. But man, they need an interception there. Get the first turnover of the game and really start putting this thing away. 2nd and 10 from the 27. See, the funny thing is how I'd say Memphis has definitely outplayed Atlanta in this game, but they're just letting them hang around, which is what they've done so many games in the past, and we'll see if it comes back to haunt them here. In motion is Buck Howard. Murray with all day to throw. He's got to get rid of it. Backing up, and now he's going to go down. He lost the football, and it's picked up by Memphis. And breaking through tackles, Anthony Johnson is going to take it to the house. Excuse me, Sam Montgomery. Touchdown, Memphis. Unbelievable. Wow. So the Express do end up forcing the first turnover of the game. And then look at that. Montgomery just says, "Get out of my way," and takes it to the house. And Murray's just got to find a way to hold on to that football. I mean, that is just bad ball security from Murray. I know it was off the blind side, but he lost the ball after the hit. It wasn't like it was right when the hit happened, and that is horrendous for Atlanta. That is exactly what they could not allow to happen, and it happened. What a play. Sam Montgomery. I think he forced it and then took it into the end zone. This dude is... What a play. And now two-point conversion. Memphis 0 for 3 on the day. Can they get one here and make it a 15-point game? Brandon Barnes in motion. Trying with it. Stacy again. He won't get there. Memphis is 0 for 4 with 2-point conversions. They're lucky that they have a 13-point lead right now because they would be in big trouble when it comes to 2-point conversions. Wow. Mike Singletary's defense, they've been an underrated defense this season. They just stepped up and made a play that might just turn things around for Memphis if they can hang on to this 13-point lead in the final 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And what a tough break for Aaron Murray there. I mean, he didn't throw an interception. He just got hit by the blind side and then just couldn't hang on to the football. And Austin McGinnis sends it away, back to receive Robinson once again. And he is decked at the 23. Quentin Gauze has had a couple of big tackles on special teams. Brings up 1st and 10 from the 23 with 2:12 to play. Sam Montgomery going back out there after the huge play. Man. What a play. First and 10 coming up from the 23. Let's see what Atlanta has left in the tank with 2:12 to play. And you know, Atlanta, after looking so dominant just a couple weeks ago, I mean, they were 2-1. We thought that they would have a chance at the championship, and now they lose this, they're 2-3, and it's going to be tough for them to get to the playoffs if they keep playing like this. Outside, it's hauled in and ripped down immediately as Robinson. This Memphis defense has really played a phenomenal day as we head to the 2-minute warning here in Atlanta. The Memphis Express, 27-14 lead with 2 minutes to play. They have really stepped things up today, looking to get their first win of the season, and it's been a long time coming. We know how effective this Memphis team can be, how efficient they can be, and they're putting it all together today. 2nd and 10 now from the 23. Atlanta clinging on to a very thin thread right now. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Murray. Getting pressured. He's just got to get rid of it. He's going to go down again. All the way back at the 4. That's a loss of 19. Montgomery in there with Johnson. Davis Toll brings up 3rd and 29. This is just an absolute disaster. And Aaron Murray has got to just throw that thing away. I don't know what he's doing. 27-14. This home crowd was really excited just a few moments ago, and they are dead silent right now. 3rd and 29. Legends, and they had a really good rhythm offensively this second half. They marched down to score a touchdown. They didn't march all the way down there, held to a field goal, but you just thought that their offense would be able to score another touchdown. They've been complete opposite here in these final couple minutes. Murray to throw. Memphis brings the house. He's going to go deep, and oh man. They almost made that happen. Monte Crockett had a step on him, and if Murray was able to put that ball where he needed to... See, I don't know why Singletary would bring the house right there. Just it's 3rd and 29. And they almost got beat over the top. Risky. 4th and 29, and will they even attempt to go for it? They will. I guess why not? You know, there's still 1:38 on the clock, so... They only need 2 scores. They just got to find a way to make it happen. 4th and 29. What can Aaron Murray do? Back to pass. He's got to get it. Let it go. He will. Deep down the field. Knocked away. Looking for Buck Howard. It's incomplete, and Memphis takes over at the 4-yard line. This Express team has really stepped things up today, and this is a team that if they can start putting together some games like this, they can be really dangerous. And we look at their schedule coming up. They're at Salt Lake, which is going to be really, really difficult. Salt Lake's 4-1, and obviously one of the best, if not the best team in the league. Look at Manziel's stats. 23-31, 198 yards, 3 touchdowns. Those 3 touchdowns have been absolutely massive in today's game. Anyway, they're at Salt Lake, then they're home to Birmingham, then home to Orlando. And that is a really, really tough 3-game stretch right there. They're going to have to find a way to win at least 2 of those games, and ideally, in Memphis' case, they would have to win the Birmingham and Orlando games because those are division matchups. 1st and goal from the 4. Manziel's going to throw. And whoa! John Lorelli blew that up. Why are they throwing the football? This could have been a quick pick 6 that would have given Atlanta the ball right back in a 1-score game. My goodness. Mike Singletary, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Letting Manziel throw the football. But anyways, then they close out against at San Antonio, then home to Atlanta. So it's going to be a really, really tough road to playoff for Memphis, but it's not impossible. 2nd and goal now from the 4. On the ground, it's Stacy. Breaks out of the tackle, and he's going to take it into the end zone for the Memphis touchdown. Stacy finds the end zone. He did not want to go down. And the Express extend their lead here in the final minutes. Look at that. Stacy just breaks away from the tackle, and everything is falling apart for Atlanta here in the final few minutes of this game. I mean, this was just a 4-point game just a few minutes ago. Thing has been blown open, and all started with that Aaron Murray fumble. Zach Stacy gets into the end zone. Mike Singletary absolutely loves it. 33-14 lead for his team, and Memphis is on their way to the first win of the season. They are 0 for 4 on 2-point conversions today. Can they at least make it 1 for 5? They'll go to Stacy again, and 0 for 5. They are very lucky that this game has not come down to 2-point conversions. That's 10 points that they missed out on. If they got all those 2-point conversions, it'd be 43-14 right now. But it's kind of crazy. It really goes to show the impact that those 2-point conversions have, and it's why I love having those 2-point conversions integrated into these games. Tracy Sprinkle makes a nice tackle, but man, this has not been Atlanta's day, especially in this fourth quarter. It's been a disaster, to say the least. But Memphis has put up 21 points in this fourth quarter. Absolutely insane. There's still a minute 23 to play, so this fourth quarter is kind of dragged out, that's for sure. But man, Memphis, I'd say it's safe to say that they've won this game, and what a huge win here in Week 5, right before the halfway point of the season. You're 0-4. You needed a big statement win, and they're getting it here on the road against a team that they're an underdog against. You know, finding a way to get it done, and we'll see what they can do going into the second half of the season. 1-4. There's a lot of work to do, a lot of work to be done, but nothing is impossible here in the AAF Simulated, and we'll see what the Express can come up with. Minute 19 on the clock for Atlanta, and hopefully this game just kind of runs out. I mean, if Atlanta somehow comes back, I'm not against that, but it's a long game, it's been a long day, and I'm looking forward to this game wrapping up here, editing it together, and getting it ready to go up for y'all. 1st and 10 from the 25. This has not been Aaron Murray's day, that's for sure. He's been pretty solid completing the football, but besides that, things haven't gone his way. Darts it across the middle, and it's another fumble. I don't even know how that's a fumble. It looks more like an incompletion. But I guess it's kind of good because the time continues to run. I guess Howard has possession, but, huh. Jackrabbit being called by Aaron Murray. Wonder what that is. Let's see what Jackrabbit is. It's a quick pass, and it's caught. Justin Thomas off to the races. Down at the 30. Well, Jackrabbit, it worked. Whatever it was, and Justin Thomas, 83 yards on the day. And you know, you go back to the first down where they had Justin Thomas wide open in the end zone. No one was even close. They score a touchdown there, they take the lead. So it's crazy how things like that affect the outcourse of the game. Going deep. He's got a man. And is knocked away and intercepted. Picked off by Arnold Tarpley with room. And he'll take it to the 20. Actually, that's Jonathan Cook. And that'll put the nail in the coffin on this one. In Atlanta, they were at least trying to, you know, get something. And they have the touchdown. Monte Crockett just can't hang on. And this is a nice throw from Murray after the big throw to Thomas. Actually, that's Irvin Phillips. And Jonathan Cook comes up with a pick off the deflection. That's a catch that Irvin Phillips has to make. And Phillips had a really nice game last week. But Memphis, their defense, that's the second turnover that they created. And I think it just kind of puts this statement on how this game has gone, especially here in the second half and the fourth quarter mainly. 1st and 10 from the 20, and Memphis can just kneel this one out and get their first win this season in a position where they really needed to get it. What's the dilly-dally for? Come on. First and 10 from the 20, and he'll just take a knee. And that should do it from Atlanta. 33-14 Memphis. And again, just what a statement win from the Express when they needed to do it. They at least were able to avoid going 0-5 in the first half of the season, and let's see what they can do to try to turn things around. But that'll do it for us from Atlanta. Mike Singletary gets his first win of the season as a head coach here in the AAF Simulated. The Express 33-14, and despite Atlanta's efforts, they just were not able to get it done, and now they drop to under 500 on the season. They're going to be 2-3, and the sole leader will be Birmingham at 3-2 of this division after this week. Look at that fourth quarter, 21 points from the Express. I mean, that is just something we haven't seen them do, and if this is the type of playing that we'll see from the Express in the future, expect some big things from them because, man, that was impressive. 33-14. Next up, we have a big West divisional game between San Antonio and Arizona to close out the week. 1-3 Commanders playing the 2-2 Hotshots and what should be a good one. But thank you all for tuning into this game. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're an Atlanta fan, I'm sorry about the loss, but Memphis fan, you got to be excited about your first win of the season. That'll do it. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to go follow us on Twitter if you haven't already. Go check out the AF sheets down in the description below where you get all the stats, the standings, season stats, player stats, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you feel like supporting us, that would be awesome as well. If not, that's totally fine. Just keep watching. We appreciate you a lot. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. We'll see you in the next game. Arizona hosts